Yeah, old age takes a lot of density out of your bones. That's why if you're really old, I feel like you should almost, I don't want to say like bathe in milk, but you want to get the suppositories or something. You want to just hide calcium in your ass or whatever you got to do to bone up, you know, to get marrow heavy. I'm serious.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You look older than that, actually, dude, a little bit. No offense. Yeah.
Because of the beanie?
Maybe that's it.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, you seem like a nice guy, though.
Yeah, you know, we met. So how do we met at my brother's birthday?
We did. Your brother invited me to a birthday off the interstate during rush hour traffic.
At the Filipino restaurant.
Yeah, and they had Filipinos there.
Yeah.
And I love your brother. You know, he's hard to love at times. You know that.
Oh yeah. You got a brother too?
I got a brother too, and he was hard to love. Now he's a little easier to love.
You guys fight?
No.
Oh, okay.
One of us hit the other one with a chair once when we were young.
Oh, really? What was that over?
I don't know. One of us was wearing a disguise, so I don't remember who was who.
Oh.
But it was violent. It was like one of the most violent things that ever happened to me.
Wait,
and it was a nice chair. It was an antique.
How old?
He's almost like a Bichon kind of, you know?
Yeah.
My buddy used to have this Doberman that would almost try to suck you off even, which is crazy, bro. Real talk, dude. But yeah, no, I mean, I love your brother. You know, I've been fortunate enough that we've become buddies over the past year or two, and I know you can tell he really loves you, you know?
Wait, what gives that away?
It's just like one way that I notice I can talk to him and he'll be more normal is if I talk about you.
Oh, yeah. But we used to fight.
Really?
Yeah. I pulled knives on him.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I could see that easily, dude.
Yeah.
I got pissed at him last night. I was going to drop him off at a fucking any local VFW and just let him get his ass kicked, you know? Times. I unfortunately almost knocked this young lady up that was from South Dakota. And she lived on a reservation, yeah.
Oh.
And she like threatened to have the baby.
Oh, damn. How old were you?
37 this year. It was this year. And she wouldn't even be cool. She threatened to have the baby, dude. And I just met her at a motel. Yeah. And she threatened to have a baby, man. And so that's...
Wait, how'd you meet?
Tell us some backstory, I met her on Snapchat.
You did?
Yeah, and then I met her in person in a motel only hours later.
Wow.
And
it went down like that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And it was definitely... So I don't recommend that kind of stuff. I don't recommend making love to people off of Snapchat.
Yeah. This is South Dakota?
Dude, this was in a different city. She was out of their whatever...
How'd you talk her out of it? How'd you talk her out of it?
She came out. She just said immediately, she's like, if I have this baby. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm having it.
What?
And I was like, Jesus Christ.
What did that make? Were you like, little guy? Yeah.
Do you feel small or how do you feel on the inside?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Like whatever. I mean, I'm just like a regular height. You know, I'm like 6 foot tall. But you are probably, what height are you? 5'4", 5'6"?
Yeah, I'm like, 5'4", 5'5". I'm a buck 35, buck 40, if that.
When you get up out of bed, is it like, it seemed like you get out of bed really quick at that
I
size.
can. I'm kind of like my brother because we like rely.
You can get in the refrigerator, can't you, if you wanted? If you took the shelves out.
I probably could if I like
That's cool,
crunched up. Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to think of fun things you like seem like you could probably do if you were just like kind of a more regular height, you know, or just like your unique height, you know.
Yeah.
In my head, like you don't think I have talent? Well, let's see if I do, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So then I just got into stand up and I always like making people laugh. Like I used to do a similar thing when I was a child. At the lunch table, we'd get some kids who were mentals, or a couple of them might have been mentals, and a couple kids that were well, you know, and we get there and sit them to make them drink milk and then tell jokes and do stuff until one of them just blew milk out of their face, you know? And if you get some straight up, just a couple mentals, boy, some straight up sawed off humans, you get them to straight up blow leche out their dome, dude. That's America right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew I was like, I got some kind of a gift here. You know? I almost blew the throat out of this one boy. Almost blew the throat out of this one boy named Tot, T-O-T was his name. Kind of a bad name too to be mentally challenged. But also easy for him to spell. And I'm not joking. That's what his father said. And easy for him to spell backward and forward. Same name, Tot. So that's true, man.
Was this guy's his name is Todd?
Why are you so laughing at him?
It's just a funny sounding name. That's all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it
so
was pretty funny, I guess. Tot.
Yeah, well,
You know,
let's
Tot.
talk about Todd.
Sometimes he would just say T-O-T was his name, but I knew it was Tot.
Yeah.
He would try to spell it out, and, you know, like he was tricking me. That there's nothing really gayer than getting into a man's warmth after he's already left the room, you know, and climbing up into his bed. A man you don't even really know that much, but still catching that hit off of his temperature, you know?
It's funny.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
You go over to somebody's house, dude, who you don't know that much, and when they leave the room and get out of their bed, you get into their bed. That shit'll make
You never told him that, though.
That shit'll make a man out of you fast, dude, or it won't. But you find out who's who pretty quick when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I was doing stuff like that. And then there was a rumor when I was about 14 that there was an Asian boy. There was a rumor there was an Asian boy about 17 miles away from us. And me and two of my buddies, one of them who had a bad neck, his fella had a pretty bad, you know, that fifth appendage, the neck. People don't think about it. You got to strengthen it. And his was real lean, barely hold his head up. He almost had to walk around like this and also hold his head up with one of his arms. But he and I and another kid got together and decided we want to go see this Asian, you know, this rumored Asian.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
So we saved up money. We cut grass for about 6 weeks and saved up money to get a taxi.
Just to see this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Went to Slidell, Louisiana to go visit him. And
Well, you just went to his house?
no, it was the address that we got.
Oh, how'd you get this address?
Dude, you can get information.
Okay. Okay.
And this is back before the internet too. So this is when you'd ask around,
Yeah.
and then guess a little. And we went to see him and tried to go see him, but it was just a Chinese food restaurant.
Oh, he's a Chinese guy.
It wasn't a real Chinese person. It was just, I think, some kind of white people in hats, and it was like I don't know, it might have been like a Mexican Jewish guy running it.
Oh, that's weird.
But it wasn't no real Asians.
So it's just a myth.
So we went back, man. It cost us about $70.
Oh, jeez.
And then I had some abandonment issues actually when it came to Asians for a long time because of that. And then a kid named Jason Desport that showed up when I was in junior high school. And people used to always, they had this group at the time called Whites Against Mexicans. And people would attack him sometimes, even though he wasn't Mexican, because he was like closest thing we had to a Mexican.
He was Asian.
Pretty much.
I'm still like, I feel like a
Nah,
kid.
but you're beautiful, man.
Yeah,
You're a good guy.
I appreciate it, man.
You seem like a really good guy, and I'm happy that you found a lady that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just remember seeing you guys laugh and just like being like goofy, and just seemed like I was like, man, these two kids are. Hope they don't have a child, you know, because this child's going to be mentally handicapped. But I also remember, because where I'm from, if you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops on them. And that was a rule when I was young, and that's true, dude. That's true. If you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops immediately, because once two mentals don't make a non-mental.
Right.
You know, rarely do they. And it's a risk, and it's high risk, low reward. That's what they call that in psychology.